What's up, guys? Matthew here, getting ready for another One Piece reaction. We're on episode 1094. Last episode, shit went down. I mean, that might be the most unexpected, banger of an episode I've seen. What are we, four, five, 6 episodes into Egghead? And we had a giant, mega awesome battle that wasn't even a part of the Straw Hats arc. It's not even on the island that we're on. So, I mean, I'm hyped. I keep repeating the word hyped, but really, it's crazy how a show that is running for so long still has all those awesome new moments that you didn't even expect. It's still surprising you to this day. I mean, I don't remember the title of the episode, but I didn't see the words Law or Blackbeard in it, so I would assume that One Piece is going to do its favorite little quirk they like to do, where they show you something really awesome, and then they make you wait for 20 or 30 or 800 episodes to see the outcome or the consequences of what happened. So, but, that's just the negativity in me. Maybe with this new arc, they're going to change the way they do things, which I will happily welcome. Other than that, I'm just going to jump straight into it. I hope we see some more CP0 pretty soon, and I hope we get some more Bonnie stuff. And I hope that we see the other half of the crew in this episode, because we didn't last episode. But let's get into it. Hope we get more Akainu clips. I love seeing Akainu just hate his job. Just being depressed and hating his job. I want to see more Green Bull. I know Green Bull kind of got bitched out, but I did really like him. One of the cool... You know what? I'll go straight out for it. I think it's the coolest entrance in One Piece. I didn't realize the full extent of that in the 2 episodes when I saw that. Really similar to the Robin shot, the famous Robin and his lobby shot. PlayStation or a Nintendo controller? What was that? Dude, they gotta put some pants on these women. I gotta say, I'm very interested in Luffy and Bonnie's relationship. I think this might be the fastest Luffy's ever liked someone. Oh, that's sad. Come on, do something, Jinbei. That's what he looks like when he's older. The buildings are holograms too? I never knew that.
パンクがクマの筋力や潜在能力に惚れ込んでいたために身体改造とクローン開発への参加を条件に 華七部会として海へ戻った男。
Like it's not just me, guys, right? It like that, right? It's not just me. Hit leg day, man. I love it. It's so adventurous. Wano was a. I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. I know I've said, you know, sometimes the comedic aspect of One Piece might annoy me as opposed to something more serious. But they really beat it into you during Wano. How much despair and melancholy there was. This is what One Piece is. This adventurous, happy feeling. Which obviously, it's going to become depressing and sad as shit. But I feel like the opening to the arc needs to have some of that One Piece wonder in it.
おっと、どうした？試してみる。試すって。うわおお。地面が空島？な？本当？なんだなんだ？おお、面白い。
That'd be a great arc.
そうなのか。
前に研究服に着替えてくれ。横にあるのがトランコス、更衣室じゃ。
どんな服があるんだろうな。楽しみだ。
Let's see what they put him in. Oh my god. Oh, Frankie's ugly. Disappointed in Sanji's outfit too. I wanted a suit in.
旦那たち。まだいたのか。もう和の国はとっくに脱出したぞ。じゃあな。ちょっとお待ちよ。確かに和の国を脱出できれば行き先はどこでもいいって条件で乗せてもらったけどよ。ここはねえよ旦那。政府の島だぜ。うちの船長が世話になったな。ありがとう。降りろ。
This man's gonna have a big moment somewhere. Like get the One Piece big moment.
何をしてる？どれ？視覚に惑わされるな。あ、リリース。どうしたエジさん？
Don't keep stuff from me. Don't keep stuff from me. The flanderization is slightly annoying, I will say. This is a trap, if I've ever seen one. And they got the creepy music on.
What? おい、なんで？ジンベエ？
にしては若すぎない？少し違うみたい。
Is it a seraphim? Hey, come on,
可能
man.
性1、ジンベエの子供説。可能性2、ジンベエが子供にされちゃった。
Sure, but not now.
可能性3、他人の空に。
We throw it down? Straight hands?
悪い予感がする。可能性4、パシフィスター。
Man,
天才
they
ってのは
mopped him.
自分の未来も見えてしまうものなんだ。何の話だ、ベガパンク。私は
Shaka?
もうすぐ死ぬだろう。
冗談はやめろ。シャレになってないぞ。
お前に聞いといてほしかったのさ、ドラゴン。
What? Some Kuma related shenanigans? Or. Well, that was episode 1094 of One Piece. Started off very, I love me some plot twists. It's very surprising. I can't even grasp a firm theory on it. Well, I don't know a lot about Vegapunk. Maybe he's not like... Because the only thing that I can think of, the reason that, you know, the leader of the Revolutionary Army would be talking to someone is if they're against the government. Okay, so maybe Vegapunk or the six Vegapunk pieces are not completely for the government. I know a lot of them have been complaining about stuff, like it not reaching the outer world. I don't know if that's just random or it's sort of maybe foreshadowing their contempt for the government. Maybe they just don't agree with what they're doing, or they just selfishly want funding or something like that and they're not getting enough. And again, I'm doing it for the entirety. I don't know why Shaka's title is good. So maybe the rest of them are for the government, but he specifically, because he's good and the government is bad, maybe he's just in communication with Dragon. A lot, dude. See, this is what I mean. The connections to the outside world and like the constant like, here's Dragon, here's the Revolutionary Army, here's CP0, here's Blackbeard, here's Law, here's Tashigi. You know, that stuff. It's so, here's Helmeppo. It's so interesting, and it, first of all, it makes this world feel more alive. It makes it feel fuller, but it's just flat out more entertaining. You know, going 200 episodes without seeing a minor character. You know what I mean? It brings a damper on it, and then obviously, we started watching One Piece in February of 2022. I haven't rewatched it. I really want to, and I've discussed it before. I'm going to pretty soon. In the next maybe couple months, I'm going to start doing it with my friend. But I feel like I'm someone who I pay attention a decent amount. It's really hard to remember every single detail of something. You know, remembering a scene from 400 episodes ago, remembering a character who we saw for 3 episodes back in the 300s. Stuff like that. So it's really nice to just have constant connection and communication with these characters. It helps the build-up. Not because everyone loves a surprise entrance or a return or anything like that, but just a slow and steady build-up to something can also really hit. About to have a showdown with a Seraphim. So I would assume that Vegapunk just, you know, sort of cloned? Is it a clone or is it just making of a likeness of some of the strongest people since they worked for the government? Because I know he's done Jinbei, and I believe Mihawk and Hancock. I believe those are the 2 that I saw in like 10 episodes or 15 episodes ago. I believe those are the 2. So I am interested. I don't know how fast Vegapunk works or how updated he is, but imagine a Luffy one. That would be a good showdown. A Luffy versus a Luffy, or a Law one. There's got to be a Law one. I'm excited for that fight. My money would be on the field over the Jinbei Seraphim, and it was a trap. So I wonder, it's still in my head from last episode, the amazing episode of Law and Blackbeard. I wonder if we're still going with that, or if that's done for like 15 episodes, so if we're done for 50 episodes, we're not going to hear about him again. Maybe they'll introduce another plot line. Maybe, like I said, at this point, I would 100% expect Kid to show up, just to give an update on him. I don't think they said what island he was going to. I don't know the name of it or anything like that. I'm trying to think of other characters. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Urug. I need him to be in an arc. I feel he's the last member of the Supernovas to not have a major part in an arc, I believe. So that is, it's very open-ended. I know he was slightly seen in Whole Cake. I believe it was Whole Cake. And then he was like there when Kaido was introduced for a minute, and then he just, I don't know, left, went and hid somewhere. I don't know. But this episode right here was another damn good one. I like how they're covering ground, so to speak. They're not dilly-dallying like a typical One Piece arc. I feel like they're really hitting the stride, hitting the spots that need to be hit, but still putting in that comedy and that found family type feeling that is obviously what draws people to One Piece in the first place. I do wonder who's going to be the main villain of the arc. I don't... Because I feel like Vegapunk's not a character who's going to have like a... You know what I mean? He's not going to have hockey. He's not going to be in a fight. So I can't see him being a main villain. I knew that CP0 is coming, so you know what? That would probably be my answer to who the main villain is. But I don't know. This feels like one of those arcs that they throw a curveball. You know, where someone else shows up, or like a Thriller Bark. You know what I mean? Like Moria's being built up as the main villain, and then Kuma appears right at the end. So I am definitely interested to see, because they can go a lot of directions here. I'm definitely interested to see that. I think that's going to be it for this episode. We heard Edison, so we've got 2 more to meet. York and Pythagoras? I think those are the 2 we haven't met. But let's maybe see if we see him next episode. That was it for episode 1094 of One Piece. If you have any comments or questions you want to ask me, just put it in the comments below. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you and have a good one.